Hello y'all, this is Prime Tron Zero, and today I'm going to be doing a review about the Decepticon Stinger. Now, Stinger made his first appearance in the Transformers live-action movies. He made this appearance in one of the movies, which was Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. Now, during the Transformers Age of Extinction, Stinger appeared to be one of the KSI prototypes that they created, that the human scientists created. It was their attempt of Bumblebee. It was basically they wanted to make their own version, and that's what Stinger was. He was sort of like their version of Bumblebee, and he looked similar to Bumblebee. His face looked like Bumblebee's battle mask. Like when Bumblebee is in battle mask mode, he looks exactly like Bumblebee, especially how his body looks too. And he turned out to be Bumblebee's rival later on at the events of Age of Extinction. But he also took the form. He had a different off mode. He took the form of a red and black Pagadi Pereira. He took the form of a Pagadi. And to me, I think he's a great character. It would have been cool if he would have been in The Last Knight, but I really like his design. I even like how he transforms, I like how in Age of Extinction that the KSI transforms differently from a regular Transformer. He also has weapons, some of his, he also has something similar to Bumblebee, which is his he had a blaster, sort of similar to Bumblebee's, but, he ended up becoming Bumblebee's rival, and the difference is he has a different color skin. He's red, but when he transforms, his off mode is different from Bumblebee. And he's also like the same size as Bumblebee. I think he's sort of like Bumblebee's kind of like equal, in some ways. But Stinger is, he didn't make any other Transformer appearances, He just made his appearance in a live action movie. I think he's like a character they just created, which I thought it was cool. It's a character they created for the movies, he was just different. He was something new, He was like a fresh new character, like a fresh new Decepticon, And at first, he wasn't infected, but he ended up getting infected later on by Galvatron. Galvatron ended up controlling him, and he ended up becoming one of his Decepticon soldiers, And I have to say Stinger seemed very dangerous and very strong. And we do have people that's big fans of the character Stinger, And they also have toys of the character Stinger, which looks really cool. But I really like his design, I think he looks really cool, how he looks like a bad version of Bumblebee. He's sort of like the Decepticon version of Bumblebee with a different color skin, But he's he's bad, he's evil, And I have to say I do like his design, And I'm not sure if he appeared in any of the newer Transformer comics. He might have. But I know they have concept art of him. They have a lot of concept art, which looks really cool. Like how he will look like in a cartoon what looks really cool, But I really like his off mode. I love his design, Age of Extinction. I like how him and Bumblebee become rivals, And I felt like the fight between him and Bumblebee was really cool, how they were fighting on. They were on one of the Dinobots, and they were midair, and they were fighting. I thought that was really cool. Felt like it was really cool. They did that. I want to know from my subscribers, do you like Decepticon Stinger? To me, I really like the character. I like how he's different. You know, he's not a character that's familiar. He's sort of like a new character. He's a fresh new character. You know what I mean? His name doesn't sound familiar. You know what I mean? He has his name, but I do like the name Stinger. You know, and I just like his concept. You know what I mean? And I just like how he ended up becoming the Decepticon. You know what I mean? He ended up becoming one of Galvatron's, one of his army of Decepticons, you know, that the Autobots were fighting, you know what I mean? And, but he met his end at the hands of Bumblebee. And, Bumblebee shot him. And, I think one of the Dinobots ate his head, which was crazy, you know what I mean? But, you know, I thought his concept was really cool, you know. To me, I like his character, you know. It would be cool if they have him in comic books. Also, it would be cool if they, it would be cool if they bring him back. But also would be cool if they end up having him in the cartoons later on, like for the newer cartoons. Like the character Stinger, you know what I mean? That would be really cool, you know. But, I just want to know from my subscribers, do you like the character Stinger? Did you love his design in Age of Extinction? Did you like his off mode? I really like his vehicle mode, too. You know what I mean? Also, he has the ability to shoot missiles from his vehicle mode, because he's just like Galvatron in his off mode, he has the ability to shoot like projectiles, like missiles and stuff. Galvatron ended up controlling him. He ended up giving him life, actually, you know, when he infected all the prototypes, and he turned them into his army of Decepticons, his new batch of Decepticons, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And I really like Stinger, you know what I mean? You know, I wish we could have got more of Stinger, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been cool if he would have talked. It would have been really cool if he would have said something, because, I felt like it would have been cool if he would have talked, you know? If he would have spoke, you know what I mean? That would have been really cool. You know what I mean? It would be cool. But he looks exactly like Bumblebee, especially in his robot form. He looks more like Bumblebee. You know, he has the same similar design. Especially, he looks like Bumblebee, where Bumblebee has his battle mask. He looks more like Bumblebee, you know what I mean? I think that's the only thing that separates the two, is that he looks more like Bumblebee with his battle mask. That's what his head looks like. And, but also what separates him from Bumblebee is that he's a Decepticon. He's not friendly, he's evil, he's vicious, and he's a different color. He's red, and he takes the form of a Pagani Pereira, And I do like the Pagani Pereira, how they introduced it. It's a really cool looking car. I like it, you know what I mean? But they got many toys of him, of Stinger, which looks really cool, And I want to make a shout out to all my subscribers. I want to make a shout out to Miss Crunchy. I want to make a shout out to Blue Moon, Cool Moon. I want to make a shout out to Black or Bright. I want to make a shout out to Fighting My Demons. I want to make a shout out to Decepticon Stinger. I want to make a shout out to Shockwave. You know what I mean? I want to make a shout out to all my subscribers, to each and every one of you, to all my subscribers. And I just want to say God bless you all, and thank you all for your support. And I just want to make a shout out to each and every one of you, to all my subscribers. You know what I mean? And I just want to say God bless you all. And I want to do some more videos. I love doing Transformer review videos, about Autobots, about Decepticons. Because one of my later videos, I did a review of Lockdown, you know what I mean? And, he was definitely, they introduced him around the same time, like a little while after they introduced Lockdown. He appeared in the same movie as Lockdown and Galvatron. He was one of the new Decepticons they introduced. You know what I mean? And Bumblebee first encountered Stinger before he was activated. He seen how he looked, and Bumblebee was furious how the humans was talking bad about Bumblebee. He was feeling disrespected, and Bumblebee kicked Stinger and he fell. He kicked, I think he was I'm not sure if it was actually Stinger or if it was a statue, because I don't know if the car was actually Stinger, but he kicked them because, and that proves that's what started their rivalry, in my opinion, because Bumblebee was furious, especially with the humans, you know what I mean? Because they was calling Bumblebee, horrible names, like they was making fun of Bumblebee, you know what I mean? And they was saying how Stinger is so much better and superior, and that Bumblebee just got furious, and that part was funny. That's just a part that I just will never forget. It's definitely one of my favorite parts. It was just funny, you know what I mean? One thing I could say about the Transformers movies is that, I love the humor, and I think that's something that gets criticized a lot, the humor, but I also love the action, and I love the stories, and I love the characters that they introduce and they bring to the big screen, for us to see, and one thing I could say about the Transformers movies is that they always find amazing creative ways to make the Transformers transform differently from each part. They always find creative ways. If it's Optimus, they find a different way to make them transform differently. If it's Starscream, if it's Lockdown, it's like they always find creative ways to be like, let's try to make him turn differently from this Transformer character. I just love that concept. I like how Hound transforms differently from Optimus, you know what I mean? I'm going to do a review of Hound too, you know what I mean? And more characters, And I just want to make a shout out to all my subscribers, and I just want to say peace and love to all of you, and peace and blessings to each and every one of you, you know what I mean? I want to make a shout out to each and every one of you. To Stylist Star, you know what I mean, to Miss Crunchy, to you know what I mean, to all my subscribers, to each and every one of you. And I just want to say thank you for your support, and I just want to know from my subscribers, what's your favorite Stinger moment, and do you love his design, you know what I mean? Now, I don't think he ever appeared in any of the cartoons. I know he haven't appeared in G1. He haven't appeared in any of the cartoons. But I would love to see him in a cartoon. You know what I mean? And I just like the fact that he was created by humans. But at the same time, it's like, he ended up coming to life. He ended up, having his own. He ended up not being controlled by KSI when Galvatron ended up controlling him, you know what I mean, so he ended up having a mind of his own, you know what I mean, so I thought that was cool, you know what I mean, and I thought he was a cool prototype, you know what I mean.